WMTW, Maine's total weather and news. This is Made in Maine.
Welcome back to Made in Maine. So what can you do with a lobster trap other than catch lobsters? Well, a man in Cape Elizabeth has found they work pretty good on bicycles, too. It's the Kettle Cove Trap Basket.
I like to jokingly say it'll last. It's good to 300 feet.
When Jim Huebner loads up his gear, you can't help to notice those bike baskets look a lot like lobster traps.
It's built just like a lobster trap. I use the same tools that the lobstermen use to make their traps.
An engineer by trade, Huebner's also a part-time lobsterman with a passion for bike riding. Just sitting in traffic one day, it hit him.
I just looked and there was another guy on a bike, and he had a plastic milk crate on the back of his bike, and it just like, I can do better than that.
That was nearly 2 years ago. Today, many trials and discarded traps later, Huebner believes he's perfected his basket trap design, right down to the bungees, even the bait bag for securing those smaller items.
If you're standing there looking at it, you wouldn't just, oh, that's cool, they got some bungee cord, but there's a reason for it. There's a purpose for everything on that trap.
These days, building baskets is basically just a part-time hobby. From here on the second floor of Huebner's garage, he manufactures just enough to enjoy it, selling his baskets online and to an array of bike shops across the state.
It's interesting because it's new to me, but I would like to, when I someday retire from my full-time job, I would like this keep me busy and make a little money.
Giving new use to a classic piece of proven construction.
Take the basket off. Now you can carry it like this, or you can carry it like this.
And safe to say it says Maine.
It does.
And for Huebner, it says, yes, he in fact could do better than that old milk crate. And still, when he sees one of his Kettle Cove baskets on the road.
It's hard to describe. It's just, you know, I want to roll down the window and say, I made that. So it's really neat.
Well, like trap baskets, so often the name of a company tells you pretty much what it's all about. But not so in the case of a Biddeford company called Say It, Don't Spray It. While the owner admits the spray it part means nothing, the say it is what it's all about. When Chris Davis isn't ripping up old wood pallets, he's writing down words. Back in 2013, when he opened Say It, Don't Spray It, Davis vowed each of his works would feature two simple components.
It had to be made from reclaimed wood, and everything had to have words on it, whether it was a sign, a bottle opener, a dog leash holder. It just had to have words.
Working with reclaimed wood is a concept that dates back to his days as a graphic designer at a commercial sign company. It was all of that wasted wood.
And we used to get large signs in that had large crates, and they would just throw out the wood. So I sat there for a year and I said, what can I do with this wood?
The answer: open his own shop and create a line of home decor from discarded wood, specifically pallets, which so many companies, he says, couldn't be happier to let him haul away.
Oh, they love it because they don't know what to do with them. I mean, they have them stacked up, and they're everywhere. Businesses everywhere have them.
Back at the shop, once he's finished sawing, sanding, planing, and painting, the old junked pallet takes on a whole new life. And while Davis creates an array of decors, it's these old-fashioned wall-mounted bottle openers which he can barely build fast enough now to keep up with all the orders. Man-hours one of these days.
If I were to do one, it would take about 12 minutes.
It's all pretty straightforward. Some catchy words on a slab of reclaimed wood. Words that say something to somebody. For Chris Davis, they say he's found success.
I love it. I couldn't imagine doing anything else. You know, just because I have full control over this from the time I pick the boards and cut them and sand them and get them the right way to the design. I mean, it's, you know, it's 100% what I do.
And of course, don't forget Maine has a lot of agriculture. This next Made in Maine product is actually grown on a farm in Cumberland, but this farm is a little different. Richard Thibeault grows fodder. Today, Richard Thibeault spreads a tray full of barley seeds. Once hooked to the automatic watering system, in less than a week, he'll have fully fledged fodder.
It gets fed water every 2 hours for 1 minute, and in 6 days, it's ready to go.
Ready to feed the livestock. On Thibeault's farm, that's horses and alpacas, animals which in summertime graze on grass or hay, but as cold weather sets in, becomes more scarce, not to mention more expensive.
This has become something to fill that gap.
It allows me to know that I'm going to give the good nutrition, even if the hay isn't that good.
We can cut them into about 3 or 4 inch wafers.
Pam Hardwood owns the nearby Longwoods Alpaca Farm, one of 3 farms Thibeault supplies. A regular customer this time of year, for the next 6 months, she will buy several pounds a day.
And we notice a real distinct difference from when the fodder starts versus when there's no fodder.
Day 1 doesn't show much start, and basically.
Inside Thibeault's grow room, the cycle is constant, seeding and harvesting daily. Admittedly, a pretty simple process.
Anybody can do this. If I can do this, anybody can do this.
In fact, Thibeault's hoping many people will do this.
Go, Ringo.
He's not out to conquer the fodder market. Instead, he'd rather teach other farmers the method. Perhaps even set up a centralized system that could benefit multiple farms at the same time.
I can't grow all of the fodder that people may need, and my recommendation is that if you want it, then you can try it. We'll start you small, but that you will benefit the most, both financially and time-wise, by doing it yourself.
A simple, homegrown, nutritious feed source, he touts, which on this Maine farm means no matter how hot or cold, wet or dry, his animals always have plenty to chew on.
That's it for this morning.
And still ahead, some Made in Maine goodies. A dessert cake whipped up by a mother-daughter team. And do you know what kombucha is? Well, it's made in just one place in Maine.